We are here because of the real threat to college sports as we know it, with a whole bunch of different cross-cutting standards that will undermine the level playing field, or at least the degrees of the level playing field we have now.
We thought the NCAA was going to be able to step forward and set the rules, and had said to the NCAA, if you cannot do this, we will do it for you. That is the posture in which we find ourselves right now.
We are at a critical juncture in college athletics, and it really isn't an exaggeration to say the future of college sports is in jeopardy. All athletes deserve to use their own name, image, and likeness in commercial endorsements and on social media, and I am very much in favor of them profiting as much as they possibly can.
Sports is important, probably more important than it should be, okay? But you have a state, I don't want to pick any schools, but you know, one of the big boys, and the state legislature can make this law so it gives them an incredible recruiting advantage in the overall mix of things. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, and we're seeing that play out in reality.
And so would you also agree then that if we were to do a national bill that would apply evenly across the board, so it wouldn't be a patchwork, that would be something that could help our student athletes and help the universities behind them?
I think it's the only sensible approach to this, so yes, indeed, I do.
If we fail to act by July 1, what confusion or challenges do we face, or do the athletes face, or the programs?
You know, the essence of sports is that everyone plays by the same rules. It's not only rules of the game, eligibility, but in this context, all student athletes nationwide, regardless of sport, should have exactly the same NIL rights. It's just, you know, the cat is going to be out of the bag, so to speak.
How do you put the cat back in the bag after July 1?
I don't think you can. I think that is exactly the problem.
Yes or no, should every student athlete have a right to earn money from their name, image, and likeliness?
Yes.
Dr. Emmert?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes.
Dr. Frederick?
Yes.
Mr. McCann?
Yes.
And Mr. Mitten?
Yes.
Now, given that, I have one question to ask. Why did it take so long? We've been having this argument for over a decade. It's common sense. Coaches have been making millions of dollars while students are making nothing. Dr. Emmert, can you answer that?
Yeah, I've addressed that a couple of times already, Senator. It's a very challenging topic, obviously. The NCAA rules are all made by the schools themselves through a representative body that functions very much like Congress does. They have been debating, discussing this, and working toward this moment for at least 3 years now. And it is a very complicated subject. Coming up with the general consensus about what the outcome should be has been relatively easy. Getting people to agree on the details of it has been extraordinarily complex.